Hi guys, good morning and happy 2025. This is probably the first large project of 25 for me in terms of a very extensive paint correction. So I figured it would be a good time to start kind of a video series or trying to document some things in a different way than I have before, a little longer format. So if you guys got questions, let me know and let's get into this one. All right, so I mentioned detailing's nuanced. Not all situations are the same. Situations are situational. Question I've gotten before is when do I dry sand, when do I wet sand, and yada, yada, yada. Let me give you an example of what I use dry sanding for. And this is not a show car. This is not something I expect to be perfect, but this thing had such bad water spots and such deep scratches in it that if I was to just hammer down with rotary and wool in order to get those, I would be compromising a whole lot of the paint and clear, just inducing too much heat. So instead, grab 3000, come in here, and I'll highlight what I want to highlight, and I'll lightly sand those out. Same thing with scratches. This one here is too deep, I already know that, but it highlighted it. So this prevents me from having to go through with wet paper and make a huge mess. I'll go in there. It'll probably be 75-80% as good as if I was to just wet sand it, but it's much quicker, which therefore translates into less money, less product, and a overall better service for the customer. And ultimately, that's kind of what we're after, right? Is making sure we provide the best possible service to the customer for the amount of money that they're paying and make our work look good. So I'll send this out. It'll look good, and that's it. All right guys, today's coating day. I am currently setting up for coating this Mercedes. This got a multi-level paint correction. I think I'm just gonna call it an extensive correction or multi-stage correction as opposed to a two-step. And mostly this was given such an extensive paint correction because it had very, very deep, bad water spots in it. Flip around here, show you guys kind of what we're looking at. Looks great now. Let me insert a clip or two here. That way you guys know exactly how far along this thing has come from where it was. So for coating, this is getting Canco Evo Pro. You'll see a small bottle next to it that's a Geon Infinite bottle, but that Geon Infinite bottle actually has Canco Evo Pro in it. The way I do my 1 year coating is with Canco Evo Pro applied just like I would a regular coating. I'm gonna put it on an applicator, circular motions, nice and thick. I'm gonna level, wipe off, and buff off. So I don't use sprayers in anything because I like to be able to control as much as I possibly can when it comes to the coating process. The light sources are just anything that's going to give you a diffused lighting. So this is just like a regular photography softbox. This is actually a panel light for a ceiling. And then this is my Scan Grip 3000. And I run the diffuser on it. The scan grips with the diffusers are not great for finding high spots. So I put that kind of far back in the corner, and then I use the soft box as kind of like my handheld and go around. And that's about it. All right, so let me set you guys up over here and kind of get started with this and take you along for at least a little portion of it. All right, so that's the process for the whole car. I know I missed the door, didn't miss the door, I ran out of material. I gotta decant some more can coat. And so I'm gonna get to getting, and hopefully I don't run out of sunlight because I got other things to do before I can get some after shots. All right, all wrapped up on the bends. Turned out great, as expected. Multi-stage paint correction. It is not perfect. It was never intended to be perfect. But it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think the customer will be too. Let's check it out. Well, that's a wrap on this. On to the next one.